Youth Association for Development with Amna's support, formerly known as Refugee Trauma Initiative, is implementing the Baluchistan Refugees Trauma Support Hub project in Hazara Town and Bashir Chowk in District Quetta, Pakistan. The project objectives are to establish a Baluchistan Refugee Trauma Support Hub in District Quetta to support the psychological well-being of children, families, youth and adults of Afghan refugees in District Quetta, to respond to and meet the mental health needs of Afghan refugee communities and to newly arrived Afghan refugees in Quetta.
Under this project, Youth Association for Development established Baluchistan Refugees Trauma Support Hub in the YAD head office in Quetta to support the psychological well-being of children, families, youth, and adults of Afghan refugees. Baluchistan Refugees Trauma Support Hub established 4 integrated trauma support groups of Afghan refugees communities, 2 groups in Hazara Town, 1 male and 1 female, and 2 groups in Bashir Chowk, 1 male and 1 female. The hub utilized the relations of Afghan refugees and host communities with their support and collaboration and successfully delivered the project interventions.
Established 2 safe, trauma-informed collective healing spaces centers for Afghan refugee children, 1 in Hazara Town and 1 in Bashir Chowk, Quetta. In each center, 70 Afghan refugee children aged 3 to 10 years enrolled. Total of 140 children enrolled in 2 centers. Amna's learning pieces of training model were integrated and incorporated into the center, and YAD produced a manual safe trauma-informed collective healing spaces center for Afghan refugees children. The centers run through this manual. The established centers are fully decorated, provided safety supplies, cleaning supplies, and childcare supplies, provided toolkits of toys, games, baby, art and craft supplies, and other MHPSS material. Provided diet, nutrition, hygiene, refreshments, snacks, juices, biscuits, chocolate, and water. Delivered information, education, and communication session including wash sessions, protection sessions, child sexual abuse protection sessions, nutrition sessions, malnutrition sessions, COVID-19 sessions, immunization sessions, and hand washing, etc.
Engaged Afghan refugees, children's caregivers, parents, and guardians through conducting different mental health sessions. Psychological well-being for Afghan refugee youth delivered psychosocial support services including recreational event sessions, local folks recreational activities, creative expressions activities, key messages event sessions and a scheme of mentor sessions, continued psychometric analysis and continued psychometric evaluation including applying psychometric tests and self-efficacy. The beneficiaries gained a better understanding of mental health and psychosocial support and trained as mentors.
Celebrated World Mental Health Day in the context of Afghan refugees and mental health. A mega event was organized with different segments: music, songs, poems, poetry, speeches, games, tableau, drama, presentations, cultural shows, local dances, folks dances, documentary screenings, healing centers video screenings, and local performances with zeal and enthusiasms to empty the Afghan refugees' pains. To reduce the Afghan refugees' trauma, stress, depression, trauma, mental health problems, and psychological problems. Hundreds of Afghan refugees' children, youth, parents, caregivers, elders, notables, artists, musicians, singers, poets, sports players, poems reciters, poetry reciters, local cultural performers, keynote speakers, RTSH and ITSG's members joined the celebration.
Yad Pakistan pioneered for the first time in the history of Baluchistan produced a documentary on the miserable lives of Afghan refugees in Quetta. Since the arrival of Afghan refugees in Baluchistan from 1979 to till date, never ever, no one produced such a documentary on the miserable lives of Afghan refugees and their mental health problems. Yad produced a storytelling documentary to invite the special attention of the global community towards the miserable lives, mental health and psychological problems of Afghan refugees in Quetta.
Organized an art competition and exhibition with the theme Afghan Refugees Trauma, Mental Health and Psychological Problems. 116 paintings received from Afghan refugees and the host community's artists. The jury members selected the top 40 paintings and some additional paintings for prizes. The artists received their prizes and certificates. Afghan refugees, host communities, social activists, CSOs, media, RTSH, ITSG's members, Yad volunteers, youth, parents, guardians, and caregivers of Afghan refugee communities also participated in the exhibitions. During the exhibition, simultaneously local cultural segments, creative games, tablo, singing songs, creative speeches on mental health and psychosocial support, and entertainment games were also performed. More than 500 visitors visits the exhibition and art gallery, and the artists, participants, and visitors enjoyed the exhibition with zeal and enthusiasm.